So we just passed through Manarola and we're currently back on the up climb again. We gotta head to a town called Velostra because the main path is still closed. From Velostra, which is near the top of the mountain, we can head down into Corniglia, where we can then take the main trail because it'll be reopened again. The path's a little bit harder, but it's actually a lot more rewarding. There's a lot of there's a lot more scenery in this one. It's not easy, but I think it's well worth it.
From there, the trail diverted off the road and began in a gentle slope upward towards Velostra. The gentle incline was welcomed after the steep up and down that we experienced coming to Manarola. The beginning of this trail took us right next to some houses and farms that were dotted around Manarola. Eventually though, the trail got a little more rocky as we got further and further away from Manarola. It also started to slope more and more upwards as we were heading towards Velostra.
Yeah. Running simulator.
Even at the low altitude, the views around us were still absolutely gorgeous. Around us were stone structures that seemed to have been built hundreds of years ago. That mixed with the beautiful terraced farms made for an excellent hike. After crossing this road, we began what we like to call the never-ending staircase. This gentle staircase lasted for a couple of miles and just seemed to never end.
Huh. Yeah.
I mean, it never ended. We were on this trail heading slowly upwards for what seemed like at least 30 to 35 minutes.
Hey, this one's for sale. Oh yeah, no. So just wraps around.
It just kept going and going and going.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
After a while, I stopped recording and just took this time lapse that was going up it. As you can see, we were on this trail for a very long time. The stairs just kept going and going, and what was crazy is they looked nearly identical all the way up. Eventually though, the trail ceased to exist right at the heart of Velostra. We were in Velostra for a very short time. We just stocked up on some water and continued on our way.
So, we made it to the one town at the top that I can't remember the name of right now. And we're on our way to Corniglia, which is down there. That will be the third. Down there is the third of the Cinques. And once we get down there, we can take the normal path all the way because the path will be reopened again. And we won't be walking on, I don't know, it looks like someone's orchard. But I mean, it's absolutely beautiful right now. I mean, just look at that view.
The trail from Manarola to Corniglia was by far my favorite trail of the day. The views for this part of the trail were unrivaled with anything else we saw the entire day. There's something about climbing up a mountain and walking all the way across it, seeing all the beautiful views.
Maybe? Yes.
This really shows just how far of a drop it was all the way down to the bottom of this mountain. It also shows how much energy it took to get up here.
There's so much power standing on the edge like this, Kurt. My kingdom.
The views and trails that we experienced here were almost like something out of a movie. You can easily tell why this part of the trail is free. It looks like it's very rarely upkept and the trail is very narrow. However, if I had to go back and do it again, I would choose this trail every single time.
Best not to look that way when walking. Slightly disorienting.
After a little over an hour from Manarola, you can see that we are still less than halfway to Corniglia.
You get one like down there. Especially the birds.
We continued to press on, trying to enjoy these views to the fullest. It was really weird how close we were walking to some of these people's orchards and vineyards. I feel like these are the trails that these people actually use every day to maintain their plants. After a while, we came up on a village that wasn't even written anywhere on our map.
No, I think it's just a village. I don't know that. Are they growing anything or? Something's moving there. So we made some little village that I don't even think is named. I still think we have a long way to go to Corniglia, but it's a really nice little village where they actually have the path for it is literally walking behind people's houses.
And here's the stairs again.
Oh. And back to really hard stairs. We're currently walking through the Shire. We're going on an adventure. Oh wow, at least it's shaded up here.
One of the things that amazed me about the Cinque Terre was just how quickly the biome would change. One second you were walking on terraced orchards, and the next you're in a very dense forest. It was amazing, these biomes kept switching throughout the day. This part of the hike almost felt like we ended up on a tropical island instead of the Cinque Terre. All of a sudden I felt like we were walking through some wooded area in a movie like Jurassic Park. The only disadvantage of this forest was that we couldn't see Corniglia anywhere and still had no idea how far away it actually was. Eventually though, through a little clearing in the forest, we spotted Corniglia and realized we were still nowhere close to it. Luckily though, the trail started to descend, which we knew meant that we were finally going into Corniglia, however far away the city actually was.
We're currently maybe, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a kilometer from Corniglia. This is a hike, the hike to Corniglia is a lot longer than we thought, but we're finally descending into the city. It's absolutely still beautiful around here. We're ready to sit down for a little while, maybe have a sandwich, and then continue on.
Once again, the biome switched immediately and we were no longer in a tropical forest, but now we were back in the more familiar Italian area. We didn't understand why at this part of the trail only there was a guardrail. We're not sure if there was some sort of an incident or if someone just took it upon themselves to put a railing.
So here we are, nearly in Corniglia. We were all the way at the top of that mountain a little while ago. And if you see in the distance, all the way over there on the edge over there, that's Manarola. That was the second town we visited. And past that is where we're staying.
Church up there.
Yeah, the little church, if you can see it all the way at the top in there, that's where we're staying. So we're a good ways away. We hiked all of that. Yeah. Yeah. And now we're heading into Corniglia, a nice little, the third of the Cinque Terre.
As the trail got more and more paved, we confirmed that we were definitely descending into Corniglia, and were very excited.
We're at town! We're saved! We're saved! Buildings. Or we can sit down and have a nice sandwich or something. Yeah, mine are too. They ran out of steam long ago.
Upon getting near to the church, it finally dawned upon us that we were actually in Corniglia. Even though this town was a welcome sight when we came into it, and was absolutely beautiful, this town would eventually become the town that we absolutely hated during our hike during the Cinque Terre.